Hi, it's T. Michelle Birdsong, Eve, Earth's first mother, daughter of the sun, and New York City. Eve is God's gift to himself. She was Venus, V-E-V-E, Venus, goddess of love. Adam and Eve's daughter, Azura, Robin Michelle. This is Eve, and this is Robin Michelle. She's with Stevie Wonder. She was St. Francis of Assisi. Stevie Wonder's her biological father. She's his only biological child. You can check the DNA. So Azura, Robin Michelle, is Eve's gift to the world. She was the wife of Seth, Adam and Eve's third and perfect son, now Will Smith, who was John Hancock, the first founding father to sign the Declaration of Independence. She's destined to be he's destined, Will Smith is destined to be the first true black president of the United States. Azura Michelle is qualified to be First Lady of the most important country in the world, the United States. She has visited and or lived in over 31 countries, cities, and states of the world. I'm talking about Azura. This is her. She has been trained to walk with paupers and kings. Pauper is a poor person. She was raised in Chinatown that was populated by Fijian-speaking Asians and Puerto Rican and Dominicans who spoke a form of Spanish. Yet she attended private schools, played high school tennis on courts in Forest Hills, weekend vacationed on Fire Island and West Hampton, New York. She toured Italy in 11th grade. She was an exchange student to a Beverly Hills exclusive boarding school where she had her own horse. She's lived in Paris, France, Oxford, England, Amsterdam, New Delhi, India, Bath, India, Florence, Italy, the United Kingdom, Luxembourg, and other places. She studied Latin, French, the violin, world religions. She's lived in Hilo, Hawaii, New York City, Seattle, Washington, Clarksville, Tennessee, Los Angeles, California, and she's visited Trafford, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. She has a master's degree, and she's a good girl, a good person. She doesn't, she's poised, refined, restrained, And she and I have been doing talk and share therapy for 25 years, which therapy helps you to get centered and to find yourself and to strengthen your will. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you about that. Now, paying attention is being present, is being conscious. The moment you feel the emotion, you're going to move toward your future, your fate, your destiny. I remember one hug from my mother when she told me she loved me when I was a child. The only time anybody in my childhood ever said they loved me. My uncle by marriage, Brother Wright, now Sing Birdsong is his name, and he's my son. And I adored him as a child. He let me sit in his lap once when he was having breakfast. I sipped from his teacup, which was made with fresh lemon and sugar. It tasted so sweet. He was sweet and kind and strong. In church, when I would get sleepy, Brother Wright would put a pillow in his lap, and I'd lay my head there and fall asleep, listening to the preacher teach about God. I remember sitting on Brother Wright's lap and him telling me stories. The hymns, songs, and church told stories, too. Fast forward to 1970. I wrote song stories for my then husband, Edwin Birdsong, debut album, What It Is. Stories based on facts. Edwin Birdsong is Sing Birdsong's father. He passed away in January. Gurinder Singh, Jesus Christ, is releasing him from purgatory to come back to life, rather than go on and be a bonobo chimp. The chimps who have lots of sex and are easygoing, mellow chimps who are sharing and caring chimps. But that's still hell compared to being a human. And Edwin has done a lot of good, so he's letting him. And he's remorseful for the things he did to hurt his wife and his son. So he has earned the right in Gurinder Singh's eyes, and those are the eyes that matter, Jesus Christ, to come back to life. Okay. I realized a few minutes ago there's a thing called the lap dance. Speaking of laps, speaking of falling asleep in Brother Wright's lap and sitting in Brother Wright's lap and having tea, and sitting in Brother Wright's lap hearing stories about his life. He had a third-grade education, yet he could afford a house, and he kept it up beautifully. It was the most beautiful house on the block, and he had a job, and he was kind and worked hard in the church, and he was a well-rounded individual. He wasn't propagandized or programmed by education. He could still think for himself, and so he was strong and had a strong will. Okay, so I realized a few minutes ago there's a thing called the lap dance. I also realized they got that concept and practice from my unconscious. That's Eve's unconscious. Being as Eve, first mother in the world. No, let's not in the world. Let's at the world. First mother at the world. People get their ideas, their identities from Eve entities. No wonder, as Sigmund Freud, I was so interested in the subconscious mind. Mind was the content of the culture. Okay, they get their ideas from my unconscious. Bob Dylan, when asked where he got his songs, he said from the collective unconscious. He didn't know that's Eve's unconscious. And their will they get from Adam. His name is now Michael Bublé. He takes Eve's energy and uses his will to make things happen. Okay? Unconsciously. And that's the problem. Unconsciousness is the problem. It's not really a problem, but the time is up for that. We're becoming conscious now. And so the truth is being known now. All right? Now, I want to tell you about some really nice videos. Michael Bublé's White Christmas. It's the official animated video. And you can buy it or see it on the Michael Bublé channel. There's another video, Michael Bublé, the Christmas song, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, That's available at the Michael Bublé channel. I listened to these songs yesterday, and I was delighted, and I felt the Christmas spirit. Video. When your mind opens, you question everything. That's at the David Icke .connector channel. ICKE David Icke .connector channel. Let me get this. I got this a Star's face. Okay. Then there's a video. I have mixed feelings about it. It's called "The Legendary Kathy Bates Explains How to Live a Remarkable Life," and it's at the Impact Theory channel. Tom Bilyeu, Bilyeu channel. And I enjoyed a lot of what she was talking about. And when she said, when you do something that you don't love, it's empty. I thought that was a profound thing to say. You know, and I was impressed with her mother was a remarkable woman. She had the Bible and Shakespeare and Emily Poe's Book of Etiquette by her bed. You know, so I thought her mother was a good woman, and she gave her the love of reading, and Kathy Bates is articulate, so you might want to check that video out. Another video, it's a short one, but it's a good one. It's called "In God We Trust," and Jon Voight is the host, and I saw it on Twitter. And as usual, Jon Voight is so sincere and so manly. I mean, so good. I really enjoy him because he's real, you know, and I enjoy authentic people. Another video, "The Creative Force of the Universe, the Mind," and that's at the You Are Creators 2 channel. And he said, "We are one with the power. What God is, we can become." Jesus said the same thing. He said, yeah, God's. He meant potentially. You have to realize it. There must be no uncertainty, he said. What you give out in thought, word, feeling, and action is returned to you. And that's from the book Creative Mind by Ernest Holmes. Okay, so I think I'll end the video there and say Merry Christmas to you all and to your family. Gorinda Singh, Dylan, of course, is Santa Claus and Jesus Christ. So you can know the real Jesus Christ. Like I said, the truth is coming out. And this is our Father, the Son, God. And that's his Son, Jesus Christ. And the babies inside my womb belong to the Father, the Son, and Jesus Christ. So these are extraordinary babies. The son's baby, Giancarlo Arturo, was Dr. Wayne Dyer in his previous life. And he was also Pope St. Peter. No, Pope St. Linus, the successor to Pope St. Peter. And the girl baby, Jesus Christ baby, Aria Elizabeth Michelle, was Swami Ariana, and she was also Evelyn Jones and RN, so she makes people feel better. Okay, so these are remarkable souls coming to life. The Father, and Jesus Christ are giving you these gifts. And it's appropriate, I announce it on 4 days before Christmas. It's a Christmas present. So many presents he gives you. Are you grateful? I hope so. All right, so long.